Welcome back to Divine Dish. I am going to be using what is in season. Some summery ingredients. And usually, that is playing to your strength because in season ingredients are the best around. So find out what's in season in your area. Today I've got some fresh Jersey corn and some nice crab meat. I'm going to make a grilled corn and crab chowder that will hit the spot as summer winds down. First off, I'm going to shuck the corn so I can get it on the grill and start building that charred corn flavor into the soup. Next, I'm going to dice onion, garlic, celery, and green pepper. You can also add a little jalapeno pepper for some heat as well. I'm going to leave a little green pepper off to the side to use for garnish. And I'm going to dice up some bacon and start getting that rendered in the pot. And the bacon fat is what I'm going to use to saute the rest of the vegetables to add richness. I want to slowly cook the bacon, rendering the fat out and crisping up the protein of the bacon. And once that bacon is crisp, I'm going to also put some aside for garnish as well. Next, I'm adding in the vegetables and sauteing them for a few minutes to draw out their flavor. And once that's done, I'm going to add in the chicken broth. This is homemade chicken broth, so I'm going to make sure I strain whatever sediment is left over. I don't want that in the soup or it will make the soup grainy. So now I have the corn off the grill. I'm going to slice the corn kernels off and add them right into the soup, along with some diced red bliss potato, which will give the soup some body. And I'm going to let that all simmer so that all of those flavors can come together. And I'm tasting as I go, so I need to, and I'm tasting as I go, so I know if I need to let the soup simmer longer or not, or if I need to make any adjustments to the seasoning. So next, after the soup has been simmering and it's nearing completion, I'm going to dilute some flour in water and make sure there's no lumps in it. And I'm going to use this to thicken up the soup a little bit or tighten it up. And you can also use a roux to do that as well, which is equal parts melted butter and flour. But I did start with the base of bacon fat, so I don't want to add butter and make the soup over rich. This is going to simmer for another few minutes just to cook out the flour taste and to allow the soup to thicken up. And you want to find the right consistency, so you want to add in a little of this mixture at a time, let the soup set up, and add more if it's a little too thin for your liking. You definitely don't want to add all of the flour mixture in at once, or it could potentially turn into a solid blob. So add it in little by little, and it tastes great. So the soup tastes great. It's a good consistency. At this point in time, you can add a little bit of cream if you wanted to smooth things out. I'm not going to do that. So I am going to turn off the heat and add in the crab meat and let that sit for a minute or two to allow those flavors to incorporate. I don't really want to simmer or boil the crab because it's very delicate, and just allowing it to sit in the soup for a few minutes and get incorporated is plenty enough to flavor the soup. So I'm ready to plate. I have some bacon, green pepper, and a little bit of the grilled corn to garnish on top. And there you have it. An easy, simple summer soup. Join in today to be part of the Divine Dish Workshop. Learn how to improve your relationship to food and eating, improve how you feel about yourself and your appearance, learn how to feed yourself by what your body is asking for. Or you can also become a subscriber and watch all of the recorded workshops and member-only exclusive content at your convenience by clicking the links down below in the description box or visiting divinedishwithjason.com. Remember, feed your mind and body with love. And I will see you next time.